super bright out right now and I can't really see. Hey guys, what's up? It's Lindsay again, and today I thought I'd come outside because it's nice outside and I've been working all day, so I want to film a video, so I thought I'll film outside. So today I'm going to be talking about kind of like an advice video on like how to make friends in university or college, as that was my biggest worry going to university, was like making friends. And like, I need to stop saying like, that's another issue I have. So one of my biggest fears going to university was making friends, because I was going completely alone to university. Like I literally knew no one at Ryerson when I first got there. I'm gonna kind of tell you my experience about making friends, and then like tips like after that. Not that I wish I would have done, because I made really good friends. How you can make friends in different ways and whatnot, or like what I've heard how people make friends, or how so I had some notes on my phone. But yeah, let's just start the video right now. Let's just do it. I would say I made most of my friends in residence. So if you're going to university or college, definitely stay in residence. Like, I 100% recommend it. I don't know why you wouldn't want to stay in residence unless you didn't get into a residence or it's cheaper to commute or whatever. But honestly, even if I was close enough to commute, I would want to live in residence, just because it's such a community. Like, it's because it's like a community of people, and you just have so many opportunities to meet people and talk to people at residence events and like through roommates and stuff. So I was in an apartment style residence in Pittman Hall at Ryerson. I would definitely recommend Pittman Hall. It's not the newest one at Ryerson. When I was there, Home was the newest one, but it was an 11th month lease and it was super expensive, and I wasn't gonna stay there for this summer, so I was like, this is not worth my money. They're building a new residence called the Daphne Cockwell Center, the DCC. I know they have an 8-month lease there, but I still think it's more expensive. But honestly, Pittman is like the residence to be in if you want a typical dorm style looking room. Even though it may not be as pretty, it's a better price and it'll make you feel like you're actually living at university rather than just like some luxury apartment condo thing. Like that was kind of like, I'm kind of glad I stayed in Pittman, because it wasn't as nice, but it still made me feel like I was at university, because you want that experience. So I was in an apartment style, so my apartment was all girls. You can get all gender apartments at Ryerson. Like, most of them are all gender unless you request otherwise, but I didn't want to risk that, so I requested all girls. So it was me, Meg, Rochelle, and 2 other roommates that were in our apartment. So when I first got there, I was on the opposite side from Meg and Rochelle. So it was like me and our 2 other roommates, and then them on the other side. It's kind of nice because even though you may not know anyone and have talked to anyone yet, I found out my roommates before we got the emails of our roommates before, like a few days before residence. We got to residence, so I got in contact with Meg, my friend. You've seen her in my videos if you watch my videos. So we were Snapchatting before, and that was kind of nice to like talk to someone before rather than just going to it blind. So I met her and Rochelle, and I kind of feel like we've become friends because they seemed like the most like me out of our roommates. So that was kind of cool, because you have a sense of community within your roommates at least, and you can like plan, or even within your floor mates. Like if you're in a single room, you have like your floor mates. So we had like a floor meeting the first day, and like I would go to that with my roommates, and then we went to some orientation events together. So you kind of just like stay with them and then talk to them, see if you guys think you'll get along or not. But that's just like the first thing I would say to do, is get to know, because you're obviously living with these people, so you want to get to know them either way. Even if you don't think you'll become friends, it's just nice to get to know them and just see how you'll live together and if it'll be okay or whatnot, and then talk to other people. So I remember the first day I went to an orientation residence event with my roommates. So I had Megan and Rochelle with us, and then on our floor there's these 2 other girls in the other apartment, like literally right beside us, and we like had a floor meeting, and we all said like what our program was and whatnot. And I remember this girl Allie, if you've seen her in my videos, I remember she said she was in fashion, and we were all sitting like just in some field just waiting for residence events to happen, and I was like, hey, well, why not say something? She's in my program. So I said, hi, blah 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 blah, you're in my program, do you want to go to fashion orientation together because I didn't know anyone in my program either, and I wanted to go to orientation with someone so I wasn't all alone. So I made a plan with her to go to the fashion orientation together, and that's like the main thing that made me feel secure about having friends, was making plans with people and just honestly just talking to anyone, asking for their contact information, and then making a plan. Like if you think you have something in common, like we had the same program, so we went to that orientation together. So you're gonna want, like, I would just really recommend like making plans with people, or like get their contact information and say like, oh, do you want to go check out this orientation event tomorrow, or do you want to walk around campus together or find our classes together or something? Because when I talked to Allie, when we were sitting there, Rochelle talked to Whitney, who was Allie's roommate, and Whitney was in Rochelle's program. So they got talking, and then they became friends, and then we all kind of like formed a group eventually, which was nice. So that was really cool. That those were my main friends in residence, was like Allie, Whitney, Rochelle, and Meg, because they were on my floor, and we were all like, we had the two apartments like right beside each other. So that's a big thing. Residence is definitely where you meet a lot of people. You just get to know people, you see familiar faces, like you'll talk to random people, maybe you'll just be comfortable enough to say hi to them. You don't have to become friends with everyone, because obviously it's better just to have a few good friends than like be friends with everyone, is what I think. I became really good friends with all of them as the school year went on. On the first day I had my first class was fashion design, and I was like, I literally don't know anyone. I had the worst time finding my class. Oh my god, let me tell you. That was so stressful. I literally was like searching around for like 20 minutes because I left like half an hour before. So it started at 8 a.m. so I left at like 7:30, and I was searching forever. We were all standing, I finally found it, and we were all standing outside the classroom waiting to go in, and I was like to myself, okay, I don't know anyone in this class. Maybe I should talk to someone. It's the first day, no one really knows each other. So just take a leap and talk to someone, and I'm not the most outgoing person at all. So that took a lot for me to say something to some random person. We were all just quietly standing there. So I see this girl across the hallway, and she has a pretty skirt on. So I walk over to her and I say, hi, I like your skirt. And she says, oh, thanks, I like your pants. Sorry, it's just really funny now because that was my friend Megan who came to visit me, and we became such good friends just from me saying I like your skirt. So we kind of like that inside joke now, because that's how we became friends. And it's so funny to look back on that, because you just become so close with like these people that you never know, and it just like really baffles me that like I took that leap to say hi to her, and then she became one of my best friends, which is really cool to think about. So I said I like your skirt, and then we sat beside each other in that class, and we had another class together, so that really helped. She was in my program, so we got to know each other. We weren't the closest friends first semester, but second semester we had a lot of classes together too, and that was when we were kind of like starting to contact each other outside of class and be like, hey, do you want to hang out, blah blah blah. So we hung out a few times after, like outside in second semester, and then she hung out around me and my other friends more, and she kind of became part of our group. So now so that was really cool that she like kind of became part of our group as well, because then I felt like I had like a whole group of friends. Like I've never really had like a big group of friends. Like I've always had just like random friends like here and there. So she became part of our group, so that was really cool that she got along with everyone. And she was living off campus, so she didn't really know anyone in residence, or she didn't have the residence experience. So it was really nice that she was able to come over so often, and that she got along with all of us, because it just made like her feel more, have a sense of community, because we were all in residence and she could come over whenever. And so yeah, that was really nice that I became such good friends with her, and that she became friends with all my friends. So, and then in flashback a bit, in like October, Allie Allie was like talking, had this friend Mia, you've seen Mia in my videos, and they were talking, they had fashion design together, I think, so that's like a lot to complain about, and like everyone hated it. So they started talking in their class, and then she brought Mia, I think, to hang out with us a few times or something. I'm trying to think of the beginning, how she started hanging out with us. I think she must have come around a few times, or like we saw her in the dining hall or something. And then Mia became friends with all of us too. So that was really cool that Allie brought in Mia and I brought in Megan, and then we all became like a big group. And it was so cool that you just like talk to people, and then you introduce them to your other friends, and then you all become friends. And I don't know, it's just a really neat experience to meet so many new people all at once and see who you click with, and like, because everyone's so different, because like Me and my friends were talking about this once, that like if we were all went to the same high school together, would we have been friends? And I really don't think I would have been friends with my friend Meg, because she's so like different. Not like different from me, it's just like I don't think we would have been friends. But it's funny now that we like, I could spend 15 hours with her at Mass Exodus and we were totally fine. It's really cool that we just became so close. That was my experience of how I made friends, was through residence, through talking to people in classes. Most of my friends are in my program, like literally people I'm living with is Allie, Mia, and Meg are all in fashion, and me. And then Rochelle's in media production, and then Megan lives off campus. Most of my friends are in fashion. But that's how you, because I only had classes with fashion students, so that's how I would always see them, and we'd always go to the same lectures together and whatnot. So I'd say you mostly meet people in residence. It just worked out that I met people in residence who were in my program. But you meet people in residence, you meet people in your classes, you meet people, like the first few weeks are crucial though to talk to people. So yeah, that was my experience. I'm gonna like talk to you about how to make friends. The first few weeks are definitely crucial to talk to people. Everyone's in the same boat as you. Everyone's nervous. Everyone most likely doesn't know anybody. So just honestly, like there's a few people that I would like talk to in the dining hall. I remember this one girl, I saw her in the bookstore and we were looking at the same textbooks and we were both in fashion, and then I walked to class with her one day or something, but we never like talked after that. But honestly, it's still nice just to talk to random people and like get to know people, or like be like, where are you from? Like the main topics of conversation when you talk to new people is like, where are you from, what's your program? So those are main conversation points, but main way to get people's contact information or to further connect with them is get their contact information. Like ask for it, literally just ask like, oh, what's your number, we should do this, and like make a plan to do something, because in the first week of orientation there's so many events to go to, so you could like say, oh, do you want to go do this, and we can go do this, or like go to this class together, go to this orientation event together. Like just make plans with people, and then you'll see who you click with, you'll see who you don't click with. It's just a matter of experimenting and talking to as many people as you can, because the more people you talk to, the more possible friendships you can have. Because if I never talked to Megan, I literally would not have been friends with her, and that's just like crazy to me, because that's honestly how I'd say you make friends, is just talking to people. And because I'm literally like the shyest person, I hate talking to people, like being the first one to talk. But I was like, in order for me to make friends, that's what I'm gonna have to do. So I did that and I made friends. So if I can do it, anyone can do it, because trust me, I'm really shy. And I mean, I may not seem shy talking to a camera, but I feel like I'm talking to no one, even though this is going on the internet. But yeah, so honestly, just talk to people. If you're even in second year, I'm sure you'll make more friends. Like I'm sure I'm gonna meet more people in my classes and make more friends. That's honestly just my advice. I probably ramble a lot and like go off topic, but I hope this was helpful. I hope you, if you're going into university, like good luck. I'm gonna make more college videos and stuff, but if you have any questions, honestly, comment them down below or DM me on Instagram and I'll answer them, because I'd love to help you, because I know how nerve-wracking it can be to go to university for the first time if you don't know anybody. So yeah, I definitely want to help anyone who wants advice or anything, honestly, or someone to talk to about it. I'd love to talk to you about it, or even Ryerson in general, or Toronto, or living in Toronto as a student, like anything. Like just DM me on Instagram or comment on this video, and I'd love to help you with anything that relates to that. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'm gonna have more college advice videos because I always find them super helpful, and I would search 10 million before before I went into university. I watched 10 million. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Oh baby.